Welcome to my channel. It's called Lunasa. I'm Kim. In this channel, we chat about Florence Scovel Shinn's book, The Game of Life, and how to play it. It is one of the great books of the New Thought movement. In chapter 1, Florence writes that most people consider life a battle, but it's not a battle, it's a game. It is a game, however, which cannot be played successfully without the knowledge of spiritual law. Florence is offering a law to the world with this statement. She is introducing us to the law and the rules of the game. Another way to look at this is to see that there is a strategy to how we approach life. We have to play the game with strategy and knowing what the strategy is and how it works. It's very similar to playing a game of soccer or a game of basketball or a game of baseball. When you get out there on the court or the field, you have to know what the rules of the game are, and from there you can play it well. And you have to take the time to be taught it. Knowing how to play the game is key to playing the game successfully, which is what we want to do. We want to play the game of life successfully. So what are the rules of the game? Well, Florence states that the Old and New Testaments give the rules of the game with wonderful clearness. Jesus Christ taught that it was a great game of giving and receiving. We can see there that it's connected. We give and we receive. We set the game in motion with the initiative, and then we're open to what comes in. And I think we have to work on both, starting things in motion instead of holding steady to ourselves and not wanting to move and hoping that someone takes it over, and practicing receiving as well, because we're giving and receiving. A student of Florence is Louise Hay, and she has a great affirmation series that states, "What you give out comes back to you." And she puts it another way, that what you plant grows abundantly. Notice how this empowers you and puts the initiative on you to start something. This is when success comes from that, and then we can receive it. Like, I'll say this, that when you're going through a hard time, you can use your energy to give up and give in and want to be static and not in motion. And you may even want to destroy. And we could turn to others and say, you fix it, you make it better, and then I'll show up. But no, Florence is saying it's on you. It's a challenge for you to keep your head up high and take advantage of the spiritual law, because you are giving and then you'll receive. It's a personal thing to you. But again, notice that Florence states that it's a great game of giving and receiving. It has to be taken as a game, and we treat a game with fun, lightheartedness, and joy that's inherent in the game, and we just understand the rules that we're working with, giving and receiving. Again, there's no stagnation. You get things into motion, and then things can happen. Ultimately, being introduced to seeing life as a strategy and knowing the overall strategy is very useful. 100 years later, we have the 12 spiritual laws of the universe that we could look into, like the law of oneness, the law of attraction, the law of vibration. Florence wrote before all of that and just kept it simple, that this is a great game of giving and receiving. Thank you for listening to the video. I'm just going to leave the affirmation video that I mentioned from Florence on the screen so you can take a look at it. And I'll also leave another video of mine. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm always happy to chat in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.